Hello, my friends of Divine Journey. Welcome to this amazing day and at this beautiful program. Today, we have a special guest, Ed Trovato. He's a director of musical. Who don't love music? The musical school director in Gleneagle here in Vancouver. Welcome, Ed Trovato. Welcome to our program.
Thank you.
It's really interesting to know how everything is mixed, the culture, the language, the music. And I had the opportunity to be in a beautiful recital last year that you were organizing. And it was a great experience. Everything was well done. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
And I was so impressed to know that you are doing this to fundraise and special money for special children.
Right. You're referring to our annual Jazz Gala dinner. And last year, we put part of the proceeds towards our Cuba Project, and we did the same this year. And our hope is to bring 8 Cubans from the Fine Arts School in Matanzas, Cuba, to here to Canada. And our hope is to have them here 1 year from today.
It's great. So, dear friends, the gala was amazing. And in that evening, I had the experience to listen Mr. Ed Trovato about his passion about how he is willing to teach and share music around the world. And this is not the first time that you are doing this.
No. We've been to Cuba now 3 times. It started in 2006 with my former teaching partner, Wayne Sawyer, and a good friend of mine,
yes.
And a dear colleague and friend of mine for many, many years. And
somebody give me this picture
and
from your
there
office.
It is. Yeah,
the first trip.
That was the very first trip. 2006. It feels like it was yesterday in many ways, and we had no idea of the impact that trip was going to have on the students and us as teachers and ultimately as parents. It had a profound impact on us to this day, and the students on that trip still talk about it, about the experience and how profound it was, and how it really changed how they see the world, and they too want to make a difference.
It is important that our children had experience for them to be able to share more music and to use what they are learning, in a proper and an efficient way with other children around.
Yes, it's very important, and I share this with many of my friends and colleagues all over. That music is a great vehicle to do good in the world, and that's something that I've been focusing in my last half of my career. And it started with this in Cuba in 2006, and then we went back in 2011, and we went back again in 2015 with the Gleneagle music groups. We're hoping to go back now in 2019. And to date, we have raised and taken to the Fine Arts School well over $100,000 worth of musical supplies, dental supplies, medical supplies for the staff and the faculty and the children in Cuba. So it's been a very amazing experience. There's really no words to explain how good it feels when you drop off all these supplies in the main office there in Matanzas, and how happy the children are when we hop off the buses, and the warm reception we get there. It's really hard to leave. The students, by the end of the week, are basically in tears. There are lots of tears of joy, and lots of kids trying hard to communicate with one another and exchange numbers and emails and letters, and to this day, many of these students still keep in touch, and it's very heartwarming to see.
But the impact that you're creating in these younger musicians, going there and sharing all that love for music is amazing. And also for the people that is there receiving all that. You mentioned that your father immigrated from Italy to Argentina. Mm-hmm. They met your mom, and they come here to Canada, and you are a Canadian-born citizen, and you are so proud of all this. Like, you feel that you are part of the world, and you wanted to share that with the world.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I'm very proud to be Canadian, but I'm also proud of my roots, where they came from, and the sacrifices that my parents paid for them to give up their careers to come to Canada. You see, my mom was a classically trained opera singer. She had a budding career, and my father was an engineer. And when things didn't go well in Argentina back in the early 60s, shortly after my older brother was born, 1963, they chose to come to Canada. And then I was born here in 66. So Not a day goes by that I'm not grateful for their sacrifices. And because of that, I think being the son of an immigrant child and seeing how difficult they had it growing up, especially now that I'm a father and looking at through those lenses, how difficult it would have been to leave all their family, loved ones, friends, their culture, their language, and start from absolute zero. And you know how scary that must have been. I just, there's no words to describe how much respect I have for my parents. And I guess being the son of an immigrant, I totally get that. And now that I'm now in a position to help other children through music, I think it's my turn and to pay it forward. And I've always strongly believed in that. And now that's something we did with our family for many, many years. And that also transferred to what I did with the military, with my career with the band of the 15th Field Royal Canadian Artillery. And we did lots of work here and abroad, good work, through music again. And it's just part of who I am. And it feels really good to do it. And there's no end in sight. This is a project that I want to see happen again and again. And the day I retire, I'll be happy to pass off this torch to whoever takes, fills my space here at Gleneagle as the new music director.
And that is why I invite you to be in our program in Divine Journey. We believe that we are creating that change every day with the decisions that we made and how we use our past, our passions, and our knowledge to create that change. So thank you for your deep sharing.
Oh,
and I hope, my friends, that if you're listening today and being part of this program, you get that inspiration. If you're a teacher, if you're a businessman, and you wanted to collaborate with this beautiful and amazing program made possible that Children for Cuba had the experience to come here in Canada and be part of this school and be part with these Canadian students and have that teaching and experience now and being in this beautiful country, Canada. Please, how they can help you, how they can...
Okay, we have an account here at Gleneagle, and it's called simply the Cuba Project. And so anybody that would like to donate in the community from anywhere can simply send in a check or a money order in care of Gleneagle Secondary for the Cuba Project. And we'll make sure that those monies go into this special account, which will go towards paying for their airfare and all the expenses to bring the Cuban students and faculty to Canada for 2 weeks. We'll put them in homestays. And basically, we'll do the reverse of what we do in Cuba. We'll give them the same experience, but over here in Canada. We'll have homestay families take them in. The Cuban students will shadow our students through classes during the day. And then at night, we'll have concerts. They'll be here for the spring concert, again for the 10th anniversary of our Jazz Gala dinner. They'll certainly be the highlight of the evening, our special guests. And then for that first week, they'll be doing music activities and school events. And then the second week, during spring break, we hope to do some touristy events and take them to all the all the wonderful things that Vancouver has to offer, from Stanley Park to Grouse Mountain. These students have never seen snow before. Maybe up to Whistler and so on. Take them to a water park. Do some fun kid things with them with their host families, and then we'll put them back on a plane and send them home, hopefully with a trip of a lifetime and some memories to to last them, and not only for them but for our students. Our students are very excited about this project. We've been talking about this for a long time, so our students are really and our families here at Gleneagle are really looking forward to this project coming to fruition, and with a little bit of help from our community, we'd like to make this plan
We are
come
so
true.
excited to be part of this project too.
Yeah.
I was here last year, I listened about it, and I was excited to collaborating with some of the organizers. Now, being here as a guest in the program of Divine Journey, it's important that all of you in your home, if you get that inspiration and you wanted to be part of this beautiful project, help the school, help the director, and make possible that amazing experience for these 8 children from Cuba. Thank you so much for being with us, and it's so nice that you are making that difference.
Oh, thanks.
Here in our community, in Vancouver, but also impacting others around the world. I hope if it is a message that you wanted to share with all out there, what will be that message?
Well, I think I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I think music is an incredible, powerful tool to do good things in the world. And a little bit of effort for us can go a long ways for other people. And it can be fun too. It brings a lot of joy when you see the Cubans and the Canadian kids working together, and they don't speak English, and my students don't speak a lot of Spanish, and having that, just watching the magic going on. And what they do have in common, their language is music, and it's wonderful to see that interaction. It's very heartwarming. And so, yeah, I guess that's basically my message, like music is a wonderful thing to do good things in the world. And if that's the message we're getting out today, then that'd be wonderful. That'd be.
Keep the music loud, keep the happiness in your life, help us to share that music around the world, be part of this change. Come on, be part of the Cuban Project. Woo. Amigos, estamos camino a Cuba por esos niños. Necesitamos su ayuda para hacer posible esto para ellos.
Okay.
Los queremos mucho y sigan con nosotros en nuestro siguiente programa. Dear friends, we really like you to having us today. Continue with us. And again, do you mind to share how they can help you in that account, that they can support the school and the project?
Okay, simply a check or cash to the Cuba Project at Gleneagle Secondary School.
Gleneagle Secondary School, please send your donations and make possible that change for the children. And please continue with the music. It's so
Muchas gracias.
inspiration. Like I feel that I'm in Cuba already.
More? Okay.
Yeah. Bye, my dear friends. Continue in the van journey. See you next time.